Hey, Knudsen, you gotta see this!
Kamardar.
Don't you go all sweet on me. I found something real fucking eerie. You need to see this.
Fan. Jag får väl stå upp.
And about last night, we need to talk.
Everything all right?
Yes, just had a lousy night.
You don't look like you slept too well. Rough night?
No, it's more like personal stuff.
Haven't had any strange dreams?
Not really.
Tully had night terrors last night. Seems pretty shaken.
I know. First morning in months, he didn't tell any of his sexist jokes.
Al thought you might have some insight on those bones and the hide he found.
If you mean as an Inuit, not that much. People often have this misconception of our cultural unity, but in reality, there are many different cultures and groups. I'm a Canadian Inupiat. In Greenland, there's the Kalaallit, although the dialect spoken here in the north is Inuktun. It's very close to the Canadian Inuktitut that my mom spoke to me. However, I took some courses on Paleo-Eskimo cultures, so I might be able to tell you something.
From my first day here, I noticed how you take pride in your past. I'm sure your mom taught you that.
Not really. She always told me to forget the bygone ages and become a trucker.
Losing you to the logging industry would have been a waste of talent.
You should see me driving a Kenworth double trailer up the Wrangell Mountains before you say that. Definitely not for the faint-hearted. Anyway, I learned to take pride in what I am after I moved to Alaska and went to university.
We on for tonight?
We are, but I have to zone out for a while first.
I found interesting details in the bones Al brought. There are knife marks all over them, and the bone marrow has been exposed in one.
That's usually done to feast on the juicy innards.
Which would mean the Paleo-Eskimos were practicing cannibalism.
No, I don't think so.
Why not? It's known to happen in extreme conditions.
Trust me, this is something that I know really well. Cannibalism is a strong cultural taboo for the Inuit. They would not do that. There's some evidence of even older cultures than the Inuit in Greenland. Degenerate hunting cults, very warlike and tightly organized, which doesn't apply to us.
Sounds like they could have practiced violent rituals.
But as I said, they were not Inuits. According to the myth, they were driven into the sea by old Inuit tribes. I have a couple of articles on the subject. I'll fetch you one. I also have another article about the mythological side. I'll try and find it for you tonight.
Morning.
Morning. Made any progress with the thesis?
Not really.
Well, if it helps, our little side project here, the one involving oil, is showing some real promise. I see you're making progress with those. Let me know if you find anything.
There are both pictograms and mutilation marks on the bones. Enough to turn this into an academic study.
That may very well be the case, but unless you turn that into potential profit, I don't think the company would be very interested. Otherwise, that sounds very interesting.
I understand you found a large enough reservoir here to start drilling.
Beats me. Determining the field size will take some seismic work. But we know there's some prime stuff down there. Saturation, volume, color, sweet taste, and whatnot. Substantial bonuses heading our way if we can focus on the mission at hand.
What are you working on?
Tellurics, if that means anything to you. Look, we need to hustle with this thing. Bob's kid is not known for his tactfulness.
Do you have any nightmares last night?
Yes, I had this recurring one when Euler Jr. catches us not doing our jobs. Other than that, just some nighttime flatulence, but that's definitely out of excitement.
Tully's dreams have really gotten to him.
Look, Rune, Ted is not really operating on the level of maturity one would expect. Between you and me, waking dreams mostly occur in juveniles.
She's gone. Gory, ain't it?
That's a piece of her flesh.
So she wanted out and ripped the cage open?
I don't see any other way this could have happened. Putting her in the cage was a dumb idea.
You've been doing your science project on climate change or whatever. Is this it?
No. Polar bears are unpredictable animals, especially when hurt and captured.
You really don't see the pattern here? We are basically animals, right? Maybe the storm messes up everything with a brain.
Like you last night.
Yeah, just like that. Man, I was far off.
I guess it's plausible. The human brain functions on electric signals.
I've been checking the magnetometer, and the worst is yet to come. The storm is gaining momentum.
I probably need to put the bear down. Can I take the snowmobile?
Sure, the keys are in the ignition. I need to chill somewhere for a while. Did you just shoot something?
I was examining her tracks. If I hadn't looked up, I'd be dead now.
I told you this would happen. Did you just shoot something?
I was examining her tracks. If I hadn't looked up, I'd be dead now.
I told you this would happen.
I had to shoot the bear. I was examining her tracks and lifted my head, and there she was, right in front of me. If I hadn't looked up.
What you need to do is calm down a bit. Everything is fine. You found the bastard, that's the most important thing. Take it easy for a while, Rune.
I need to borrow the 6x6. The carcass has to be moved.
Yes, but not today. It's gonna be dark soon. And have you forgotten about a certain young lady awaiting her bomb Alaska?
Now? I think I'm too shaken up for that right now.
On the contrary, it'll do you good. Get your mind on something else.
What is that thing anyway? Ice cream and frozen berries?
Oh boy. Listen to me, and listen carefully. Bomb Alaska is more than just a dessert. Its roots go back to the French royalty. Making a proper one is no small feat. You need a blowtorch to finish it, to say nothing of the perfect timing involved. Luckily, you are looking at an expert on this, as is attested by my perfect figure. I'll scribble down some instructions for you. And one more thing, you do well if you don't swallow all the things Tully says about Nova. That wannabe womanizer is just a tad jealous. You'll never meet another girl like her, trust me. I've known her for a long time.
Wow, it's cozy in here. I heard about the bear.
I shouldn't have captured her in the first place.
Are you...
Yes, just a little shaken. Let's have some bomb Alaska. That'll lighten up the mood. What do you think?
That looks... promising. But there's something wrong with the flambe.
It's my first try.
You're definitely getting there. Let's taste it. This is...
That's disgusting.
Sorry, this tastes... Not too bad. The ice cream is very good, but there's something missing.
I had to cut some corners, but no gag reflex or anything.
No. Considering that this wasn't an easy treat to make, I'd say that Bomb Alaska a la Norway was very promising.
I think the only promising thing here was scoring a date in the middle of Greenland.
That's not true. Girls grow more desperate out here. So, thank you for it.
Don't think of it as a gift. I fully expect you to cook something for me, say, next Sunday.
I could make you some Eskimo ice cream.
I'm not sure if I want to know what's in it.
Yes, you do. We actually call it akatuk. Wild berries, whipped reindeer fat, and seal oil. In the old days, the fat of chubby Norwegian explorers was also used.
Too bad you only have skinny ones around here. Maybe if I gain some weight, you'll consider hanging out with me.
Maybe. But before that, I'm kinda curious. Why do you really want to hang out with me?
Well, you're my kind of girl. Into old bugs and called Nova.
I guess you don't date a lot. What is it?
Sounds like a chopper.
You! There's a probe in the back. Unload it.
Gee, Mr. Big Shot, I was kind of sleeping here and...
I don't care. Do it now. Where's Shaolin?
Euler Jr.?
Yes.
Nova, are you all right? Thule Base has been trying to reach you all day.
We're all well.
Dad was very worried.
I'm in the middle of something here, Alistair.
Who are you?
Rune Knudsen, a researcher from Norway. I've talked with your father.
The polar bear boy. I came here to inspect the oil find. Nova, show me the lab.
Shoot.
So there are no base samples taken? You know we need the whole series, Shaolin.
Haven't had the time.
Where's the place?
The lower pen marks it.
I'll go there myself tomorrow. Good night. You're excused. I also want you to present your research to me tomorrow. We need to know how you've spent your time here.
Just a dream. Tully! Nova!
Oh no. No. I don't want to. Please. Please.
Nova! Wake up!
I can't. It's too dark. Don't come near me. He'll hear you too.
Who'll hear me?
Ashton! I saw it before at Nunavut when I was a little girl. I had a high fever.
There's nobody here but me. What did it say to you?
I don't want to tell. It wanted me to hurt you. He's here.
I have to go. Stay here.
That thing wanted to come inside, but I drove it back. See? What is it smiling about?
Put the gun down, please.
No, it'll eat us all. You have to do something, Rune. Otherwise, it'll take us all under the ice.
What the fuck are you two doing? Get in now!
Alistair, something's wrong with Tully. Just calm down.
You stay out of this, yogurt weaver. I'm not gonna let guys like you screw up the operation here.
The beast doesn't give a flying fuck about your oil revenues. It's here with us. Don't you see it?
Beast?
There's something very wrong here, Alistair.
Idiot! This useless shit kicker is clearly psychotic, and you encourage him.
You bet it's psychosis.
Listen, there's something very wrong here.
I told you that thing is here.
Didn't I tell you to shut up? Don't you see what you're doing to that whack job?
I'm sorry, Tully, but you leave me no choice. What's going on in here?
You tell us. You nearly pushed Tully over the edge last night.
I didn't have a choice.
Yes, you did, and you chose to pander to his delusions.
Al, tell us what you told me about the storm.
Okay. You know, Rune, what I said about the storm and the spirits? I was speaking metaphorically, of course. Trying to rationalize Tully's mood swings won't do him any good.
That is not what you said yesterday.
The thing is, this is not my first assignment in the Arctic. I've seen all kinds of bold fellows coming and going, some of them much earlier than they originally intended. Rugged men, too. Look, speaking from experience, I see a dose of isolation paranoia here. A small dose, but one that could easily spread over all of us. Now, for the sake of Tully's health, let's keep our heads level. This has gone far enough.
Nova, tell us what you saw last night.
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
You told me there was a spirit worshipped by hunting tribes. You said you had another article.
No,
I need that article.
you're not getting it.
It seems that they won't agree with your story, Knudsen.
That's because they're afraid. You were the one who nearly pushed Tully over the edge, Alistair. You really don't know how to treat people with respect.
Watch it, Knudsen.
Or you're gonna do what? Fly me out of here?
You know what I really think? I think you are just the type of guy who likes to pretend he knows more than others. But in reality, you are way out of your element here. If it was possible, I'd fly you back to your socialist Sweden, or wherever you came from.
I know how you can get me out of your sight. Send me to the crevasse. I'll take the additional samples you need.
You? On the other hand, I can't spare my real people to get them.
Rune? Now wait a minute, Alistair. I don't think that's a good idea. I can go. I don't have anything important to do right now.
You're needed here to prepare the samples, while I do the testing with Nova.
Very well. Just don't try to climb down there, and avoid going near the edge.
I know how to scale ice.
Crevasses are different. They're dangerous even for seasoned climbers. The safest way to collect the samples is to lower a probe down there with a car winch. Once down, it'll automatically take the sample. You'll need all the weather gear you have. The temperature is going to drop very low by night. And take your tranquilizer rifle.
Shooter.
You alright?
No.
Any pain in your arm?
Don't worry about it. You did the right thing. I was pretty messed up. I would have shot that prick. He took my gun. He took my gun, for fuck's sake.
I've just been accosted by Alistair. Al and Nova didn't say a thing to defend me.
They're decent people. Al and Nova, I mean, not that jerk-off. But I think they're even more afraid than me now. And I'm terrified to the bone. Still, it doesn't matter anymore. We got shafted. That thing will come for us when the storm peaks.
You don't think there's anything we can do?
Zippo.
What do you think it is?
It's the dragon, like in the Book of Revelation. Like the one in the final battle of Armageddon. In my dreams, it's always hungry. And the dragon, it doesn't eat like we do. The more it eats, the hungrier it gets. And then it'll eat the whole world.
She has an article about the thing out there, but she won't give it to me.
Just get it yourself.
I'd have to break into her room.
Do you fear more than the dragon thing haunting us?
Do you have a master key?
I have some blank keys, old and shitty warded locks here. Maybe you can make your own master copy.
Nova, are you in there?
I'm so sorry. They were gangrenous and beyond saving. He took them, Rune. The Lord of the Winter took your hands.
Or anything you want to. Hell, we could just take the skis right now and go. Let's leave them here. I wouldn't try anything.
I already said no.
What's going on here?
You're awake. How do you feel?
Beaten up. What happened?
You crashed the 6x6 and almost froze to death. But you're safe now.
While Nova was saving your ass last night, Crean went berserk and started to break things. I had to shoot him up with morphine to get him to calm down. But I didn't tie him up. Now he's missing, along with Shaman. Somehow, this is all you're doing. You also owe my daddy big bucks for that car, so you'd better have some good answers. What the fuck did you do to draw that thing here?
Do you want to tell me what really happened here? Tully and Al disappeared, and you heard nothing?
That's it. I need to kick your face in now!
You spoiled brat. If Rune hadn't been there, Tully would have shot you. People are dying here, and you just keep doing the same macho bullshit. Me and Rune are going to try to find a way out of this. You can take the skis and go wherever you want to. Come on, Rune, let's leave him be.
Nova, wait! Stop, please. You've got me all wrong. I want to help you.
A hell of a way to do it.
I haven't had any night terrors. I don't see this the way you do.
You're lucky.
I'm so sorry I turned my back on you earlier. When that creature came to me during the night, I thought I was going to die. Or worse. Ashton is something I heard about in ghost stories when I was a kid. Saying it aloud in the morning, I just wanted to push that out of my mind. Can you forgive me?
You don't need to ask that. You saved my life last night.
But I didn't stand by you earlier.
What we do next matters the most. We need to go through all of what we know about that thing. Wendigo or Whitico or whatever they call it.
There's nothing human in it.
I know. I saw it last night in the crevasse.
Why is it here?
I think it wants to feast on humans.
It might be, but I think we ran into it. It came after Al got back with the bones. What about the storm? It was also the first night the ion storm came.
I think it's like a veil or portal. The spirit seems to be trapped behind it, and is somehow using it to invade our dreams. Maybe it's trying to get us to do something for it, because it can't interact physically here.
You're right. It's trying to get a hold on us.
I think its call affected the polar bears first. They gathered near the crevasse the night Al came back.
Whatever it's trying to do, sooner or later it will consume us. If it really came from the crevasse, what exactly did you see down there?
There were traces of ancient rituals. They involved cannibalism and violence. According to the myth, the Wendigo is drawn to them. Then it came and wiped out the whole tribe.
You must be right. What do you think Al did down there to unleash it? Is it reversible?
I think the spirit is bound to the bones somehow. I'll destroy them. And the hide as well.
Can you do it right away?
The only way is to disintegrate them. I'll go and get everything I need for that.
We'll find out soon if it works.
I'll be around if you need me.
Poor bastard.
I talked to him yesterday. It almost seemed like he had given up.
Crean never really adapted to life here.
You were here the entire night. Didn't you hear a gunshot?
I didn't hear anything.
Nova drove the snowmobile right past his body last night. Why didn't she notice him?
Keep away from her. She suffered enough.
Don't pretend that you're the one protecting her. Regardless of what she may say, you're both still my responsibility. If it comes down to it, I'll use force to stop that thing.
Are you okay?
No, but I'll manage.
Is there anything I can do?
Not really. How did he die?
He shot himself. Did you see anything when you came back last night?
No.
Wasn't there anybody awake inside?
No, there wasn't.
I'll be around if you need me.
I unleashed it, and I am to blame. Maybe I'll draw it out with me. Don't try to follow. Al.
I got rid of the bones. Permanently.
We'll find out soon enough if that helped.
I found a note that Al left. Apparently, he wandered out to the glacier last night.
Al saw that thing too, didn't he?
Yeah.
He kept everything inside. It's so like him. Can we follow him?
Nova, Al's dead, and it's gonna be dark soon. If we wander out there in the darkness,
You're right.
I'll be around if you need me.
Rune, wait. When you said you'd be around if I needed to talk, could you come sit in my room for a while?
Do you feel any better?
The others here know I grew up in poverty. I really had no one to lean on. I've always had to be strong. But now, for the first time in my life, I feel I can't. I'm exhausted, Rune. What if it returns and I'm too tired to fight it?
It'll probably get the rest of us before you. I thought I was gonna die down there in that cave. I think you are anything but weak. You're the strongest of us. It's me you should be worried about. I've seen very bad things in my dreams, Nova. I did something to you.
Don't believe that. That's what the creature wants you to think.
So you're not afraid of what I might do?
No. You should stay with me tonight. So I can keep an eye on you.
What about Alistair?
There's nothing between us anymore. We briefly dated last year, but I ended it. Turns out his past traumas surpass even mine. It's not easy to compete against your own father from an early age. But not you, Rune. You are an incredibly honest person.
I'm scared shitless, Nova.
Yes, and still you have the integrity to face the truth. Stay with me.
If you want me to.
You know, if this is over tomorrow...
Yes, when this is over.
I think I can hear it now.
Nova? It's freezing in here.
It didn't go away. It's here.
The power's off. Everything will be fine, Nova. I'll be back soon. Alistair! The generator's running again. Stop shooting! It's me!
You did something to her! What did you do?
Do what? Do what?
I found what was left of her in the corridor. The blood.
Nova? What happened to her?
I could have stopped you before, but I saw you killing her in my dreams. I hate them. The nightmares. I hate them!
Tell me what's happened to Nova!
No, I won't listen to your lies anymore. It all ends here. You'll freeze to death, devil.
Did I really do something to her? No. That's just something that creature wants me to think. Anyway, it doesn't matter anymore. The temperature is very low. I either let Alistair shoot me, or I freeze to death. Al? Stop! Al! Alistair! Nova is here! Alistair! Al is behind this!
I know your schemes, Knudsen! Try to fucking come in and I'll kill you!
Al! I know what you're trying to do.
I figured you'd understand sooner or later. That's why I had to come down here yesterday. In my dream, I saw behind the veil of the sky. I saw the truth.
All I see here is murder and wickedness. The Wendigo has put you under its spell.
It stems from the wickedness of the modern world. We rape the Arctic and offer nothing in return, like the Tunajik did. That's why he spoke to me. He chose me. Me, an oil company prospector. What a sense of irony.
That idol is a collection of cannibalized and murdered bodies. How can you say it will save the Arctic?
He'll take form through them. After the last rite, he'll cross the veil of the sky and walk on the earth once again. All that's missing is a heart.
No! I'm taking Nova with me right now.
Think of what you're doing. This is your chance to save the polar bears.
You're talking about murdering people, you sick fuck! Get back!
Very well. You'll have my heart.
You want to follow that thing to hell?
I'm just a vessel.
Are you ready?
In a minute. I just need to say goodbye to this place. You know, Thule's hundreds of miles away.
Yeah, a lot can happen on the way there.